Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. I do love hypocrisy in high places. Rachel Reeves will be going on and banging over the next few months about wealth and wealth taxes and how those with the broadest shoulders must take the biggest burden. Well, what about her? What about the Chancellor? Well, like the vast majority of people in this country, her wealth is mainly in the form of property. And after all, she's got more than one. She's got her wealth tied up in at least two properties. And yet, finding out about them is difficult. Anyone looking to obtain the details on Reeves' former stated address on the company's house, and that's been blocked since December last year. Why? Why is she hiding something that was previously in the public domain? Why delete an address 12 years after she moved out of it? It's because she still owns it. On the 31st of March 2004, Reeves bought a flat in Lewisham for £170,995. My God, that's cheap for Lewisham. She remained the owner during her time working in Leeds. So she buys it in Lewisham, then goes and moves and works in Leeds. In 2004, April, so less than a month later, she registered on HM Land Registry documents as living at a flat on Park Square in Leeds. So she's got this place in Lewisham and a place in Leeds, bought both within a month of each other. And according to LinkedIn, she was working at the Bank of England Structural Analysis Economic Analysis Division from 2004 to March 2006. So hang on, she's got a place in Lewisham in London, but claims to be working in Leeds, then buys a place in Leeds a month later, but then says in LinkedIn that that's the period in which she was working in London. It's all very odd and very lying, isn't it? Someone's lying somewhere. On December 2006, 6 months after the BBC reported that she began working for HBOS in Leeds, Reeves bought another property for £210,000 in the Kirkstall area of the city, which she has since been described as one of the most architecturally exciting homes in Leeds. Now, Reeves appears to have been the registered owner of this, of two residences simultaneously at an early point in her working career. Now, she sold the flat in Lewisham in 2010, made a profit, about 50 grand. There's no evidence that she's paid capital gains on that because it was her, quote, primary residence. And the Leeds one was sold in 2012 for 220,000 as well. A smaller capital gain of 10,000. Again, nothing declared as being paid because it was, quote, her primary residence. Well, you can't have two primary residences, you know. And that's very odd because you can't, you can't get away with that. There's tax implications. Now, also, it turns out that she was renting out the property in Lewisham while she was living in Leeds, and there's no declaration that she paid tax on that income either. Especially, I guarantee that was probably in cash, allegedly. So it seems you can sell all these houses, not pay tax, get this rented out, not pay tax, maybe, allegedly, cover myself. While now sitting there hypocritically going, oh, we must tax the richest. And yet she's got all that and never paid bloody tax, allegedly. What does it reveal? Well, it means that at least she does understand how to avoid/evade, you decide, tax, perhaps, maybe. And that secondly, that she's a hypocrite. Oh, and thirdly, that she doesn't understand how capital gains tax works, perhaps. Not bad for a chancellor, isn't it? Why? And then, you have to ask, why is it all hidden? Why is all her stuff hidden? When you go online to look at the official things, which is supposed to be open and above board, but not for her. Yeah, seems odd, doesn't it? I wonder who hides all her financial matters. It's very, very sneaky, very, very dodgy, and we need to see if she ever did pay the tax on those sales of those properties, or at least on one of them. The primary residence, okay, it's exempt, but the other one isn't. Sneaky, sneaky. Thanks very much. Bye.